Can you all hear me fine?
Yeah.
You hear me fine? Yeah. Before I come on and do my presentation, I'd like to introduce Yahweh Universe to do an offering for the time, a quick spiritual piece. If you all give her a quick round of applause real quick. A spiritual donation before I get started.
My mother's sitting in the back of the audience right now. And I just wanted to thank you all for allowing me to come here and give a spiritual donation. And I would also like to introduce my teacher and my mentor, Mr. Ong, Baba. And my first song, I still have to come up with the title for it. But it's a beautiful song. It goes like this. I'll pull you into my energy if you'll obey me. I can give you fruit and I'll be more than glad to take thee to the universe of our world where he has placed me. Cherubim and silver and gold, all the jewels make me sky, sky, there's no sky. Moon, moon, where art thou? Why my soul cries? Mother, 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 why do you cast me down and curse me to the ground? Flame, flame, once a time ago we knew our souls and we did rain, rain, shock, 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 ego, shock, 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 I'm gone. Flame, 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 flame. Once a time ago we knew our souls and we did rain, rain.
Thank you for bringing me on so well. All right, and we'll get started. For starters, who's familiar with the term Akasha? Anybody out in the audience familiar with the term Akasha? You familiar with it? I know the Moorish do. So, to give you a preface to it, Akasha essentially comes from a Sanskrit word which means primary substance, and that primary substance equates to what we perceive as the universe, the particles that actually form it. With that in mind, we're going to go ahead and move into the lecture. Akasha, light of the hidden river. Akasha is a star-based library containing the crystallized memories, emotions, thoughts, dreams, and experiences of human life in our universe. Within the sacred halls of Akasha reside the ethereal teachings of our ancestors, queen mothers, orishas, sages, and shamans. Right now, I'm just putting down concepts for your mind for those who it may not be familiar with, but I'm going to go into this deeper to explain this phenomenon that so many masters on this planet have spoken on, from every walk, every faith, nationality, and creed. The slightest vibration of thought or emotion anywhere on the planet Earth will register an impression on the Akasha. The Akashic Records are a celestial expression of collective consciousness that serves as a galactic mentor and historian. So as a human species, our thoughts, our spiritual experiences, our whole sojourn through birth and death leave a spiritual record. Every time you think, anybody who's had a CAT scan knows that your brain is composed of an electromagnetic fixture. You have the part that's physical, you have the part that's spiritual, and you have the part that is essentially like that of a computer. And that computer that you call your brain and your physical body ties into another computer that is on this planet. So, the cosmic substance known as Akasha is not confined to any particular section or area of the universe. Akasha is present everywhere and flows throughout the universe. It is the living universal mind that yogis, prophets, shamans, and occult philosophers speak of. Akasha, again, is an Asian term for what alchemists call quintessence, or the fifth element. Hebrew masters call it the Book of God, Remembrance. Now, in movies, Hollywood is always giving you symbols and hinting at the Akashic Records. If anybody's familiar with a movie called The Fifth Element, starring Bruce Willis and Mila Jovovich, the theme of the movie was essentially the end of a planet, and it was going to be destroyed. And they had to get a woman that was of a special DNA, of a special bloodline. She was half human, semi-divine. She was the Messiah type of the movie. And within it, she was considered to be the fifth element. And the climax of the movie came when they had to save the planet from being destroyed by a foreign invader. And they had to bring the woman, the fifth element, to the pyramids. And within the pyramids, the priest had to take her and align her in the center of the pyramids to activate a higher technology that the pyramid represented to save the world. She herself, she represented the duality. She was the woman, the feminine principle, which Akasha is. And she recognized the spiritual principle that has been talked about for so many ages, so many centuries, that again, Hollywood slides this in your face. Every generation they have a movie dealing with Akasha, but won't reveal what it is. The planet Earth broadcasts an infinite reservoir of knowledge encrypted within the Akashic Library through the filaments of your DNA modulating within your blood. Now, Akasha is not a religious concept. Akasha is a celestial library all of humanity can naturally interface with, whether it be spiritual dancing, fasting, yoga, meditation, sincere prayer. Now, in Hinduism, Akasha refers to the smallest material element created from the astral world. This is where we begin to start going into